Did you notice something different today? Do you notice something different? I got a tripod. I know you're all super proud of me. Got my tripod. It's got one of those fancy lights attached to it. No fumbling. No being ridiculous as far as getting set up. I know you're all super proud of me. How is everybody? Happy Wine Wednesday. Happy Wine Wednesday. I don't know what to do with myself. Being able to be all set up. Today we're going to do teacups. Teacups and whiskey today. Today we're going to be doing our Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Jason, my friend. Joseph, my friend. I know you all appreciate this quality choice this evening. Hope everyone's having a good week. Happy Wednesday. Okay, let's just jump right in. Hi, Harlow. So I have to talk to you all about something I've been really thinking about and trying to figure out how I could, hold on, my comments aren't showing up. 1 second. There we go. Send me some hearts because I don't know if my comments are showing up. You all know I have to have some kind of technical difficulty of some sort to make sure I'm doing this right. But I do have my tripod. I'm very excited that my tripod is fully functional and I don't have to drop my phone and do all that ridiculousness. That's good. That's good. Okay. I wanted to talk today. This is going to be one of those Wine Wednesdays that you're going to want to share, that you're going to want to save, that, I don't know, you want to just kind of keep in your back pocket. And here's why. Real estate, this whole thing's about real estate. We're not going to be talking about anything else. So today is 100% about real estate. And I want my friends, my real estate friends, to jump in and get this rolling a little bit because I want it to be a conversation. Real estate is for everybody. I'm just make that blanket term. We're going to start out with that. Real estate is the industry of it being the great equalizer. Okay? I have been a stay-at-home mom for a very, 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 very long time. And all the things that I did on being a stay-at-home mom, as far as with 4 kids, I homeschooled. We relocated a lot. We have lived in a bunch of different states. We've owned 11 different homes. I did transactions with flipping and rentals and doing all those kind of things. And the accumulation of all those skills has led me to real estate. And it's not easy to get into. It's actually kind of hard to get into because I'm going to tell you something, that test is not easy, to get licensed is not easy. But what I'm trying to say is no matter where you are in your life, if you're 18 and you're like, I don't think college is for me, I just don't think that that's where I want to go, get your real estate license. Okay, you might not use it in the sense that you get into production and you start doing listings and you start having buyers and stuff. But there are so many steps involved in the real estate process from beginning to end. There's something like 288 steps. 288 steps from beginning to end in a real estate transaction. And guess what? In the beginning, you do 288 steps. And then by your third or fourth transaction, you start leveraging. You start sending those to somebody else. And you can be that somebody else. If you are really good with computers, get your real estate license. Real estate agents need tech service. They need people who are good in what I call back of house. So we're talking about why real estate is truly for everybody. And I've been thinking a long time about doing something in relation to talking about this. And I just felt like now was the time. College isn't for everybody. Get your real estate license. Being a stay-at-home mom and you got little ones, get your real estate license. You're retired and you're thinking, what's next? Get your real estate license. And I say that because, again, there are so many things involved in a transaction that you can plug yourself in to a portion of that and do really, really well. Really, really well. So, I also wanted to talk about the idea that you get a license and I'm going to sell houses. I'm just going to jump in there and I'm going to sell houses and I'm going to make lots of money and it's going to be amazing. No, not even a little bit. Here's the truth. Everything you learn to get your piece of paper that says, I'm a real estate agent, I did it, it means nothing except that you are now able to get to the starting line. Okay? Everything you learned is legalese. It's to make it so that you're not dangerous. It's to make it so that you understand the implications of writing a contract. You're writing a legal document. You are going to an attorney's office for a closing. It's a big deal. It's a legal document. So you have to have a license to do it. But that course doesn't teach you how to do it. Let's think about that a second. Your real estate license doesn't teach you anything about how to do real estate. Zero. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, is that space between I have my license and I'm in production and I'm very successful. That space in between is massive. It is a massive, massive space. Extremely difficult to navigate. And I'm going to throw it out there. How many of y'all know the percentage of agents from when they start to 1 year later? They're still in the business. And I'm not saying that they're making any money, but they're just still in the business. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and let you all... Hi, sweet Shelby. Hi, Miss Marilyn. I'm going to let you all make some guesses. There's a prize. See, did I get your attention? I want to know the percentage of agents who are still in the business after 1 year after being licensed. 60%. Nice, Shell Bell. Thanks for participating. Like I said, there's a prize. I get your attention? $25. Chilies. Thank you that my hair looks good. Thank you, Miss Christy from Urban Glam, for doing your amazingness. What's the percentage of real estate agents that are still in business after 1 year? I'm going to leave that question out there. What's the percentage of real estate agents that are still calling themselves real estate agent and doing the business after 1 year? Shelby says 60. Higher. There's a Chili's $25 gift card in this for y'all. What's that percentage? All right, I'm going to keep talking while you guys think about it. You're probably going to Google it, right? Okay, it's high. Let's just put it at it's very high. And I really thought about that. Why is that percentage so incredibly high for real estate agents to go from licensed to dropped off after a year? Not even into production, filling that massive gap in between, but just gone, not doing it. After all the work they've done, after all the time they've spent, that test is no joke. Most people take it 2 or 3 times. Why did they stop? Why is the industry not able to have retention? And y'all, I know there's brokers in here listening. You feel free to jump in. Why does the real estate industry not have retention? Why is it difficult to recruit and retain as a broker within your market center? Why is that difficult? Why is that difficult? Well, I've been thinking about that a lot, praying about it a lot, and wondering kind of how I can help in that department, because I really do, really sincerely believe that real estate is truly for everyone at any stage in their life. If you're not sure what to do, if you're stuck, get your license. Just get your license. That simple. There is truly a place for you in real estate. If you're an introvert and you're like, Joni, I'm not like you. I can't go out there and talk to people. That's okay. Guess what? Not everybody's an extrovert like I am. Not everybody wants to talk to me. Everyone has their own comfort level. And it's important for someone to feel comfortable in this huge of a transaction. People sell and buy homes 4 times in their life. 4 times. You know, there's others like myself who's done 11, but most people on average, it's a 4-time transaction. So people need to feel confident in the person that they're working with. They need to work with a practitioner in real estate. Not just someone who's pillow picking and tire kicking and doing it as a hobby. So if you're an introvert and you don't think that this is your thing, think again. Really, think again. People are going to want to work with you. And if you're retired and you're not sure what's next, I'm too young to stop. Get your real estate license. I'm so very serious about this. It is truly the great equalizer. It's a lot of hustle and a lot of work. But there is, if you're good at marketing, if you're good at computers, if you're good at just liking to be busy and run around and talk to people, do open houses, you can put signs out, you can do so many different things within real estate. Okay, so we were talking about what is the percentage of people that drop out after their first year in real estate. It's a big number, and I want to see what it is, because y'all get a Chili's gift card for who's upper closest. Shelby said 60, and it's higher than 60. Higher than 60%. So we're going to keep going on that until I see some numbers that are closer to the actual percentage that is the dropout rate. Lack of retention, if we're going to go on the positive spin on that one. Okay. So I want to talk about that space between getting your license and being super excited. Fran says 85. Okay, Fran, I'm feeling like you're almost there. I feel like you're almost there. I've got a different number in mind, but Fran is by far the closest. The closest. And I'm just going to say, Fran, you ain't one of them, are you? You, me, girl. Not one of them that's dropped out. We are in it, right? Amen. Okay. The space to where you get your license and you've interviewed brokers and you're like, I need to put my license with a brokerage for 3 years before I'm allowed to go do this on my own. As in become a broker and have your own brokerage and do all that craziness and take on all that liability. And there's a reason it's called a broker, because you'll be broke. I'm just saying, it's just that's a tough thing to do, to go on your own. What do? You find a place that you want to call home. You kind of turn in your license to them. That way you get what's called E&O, which is Heirs and Omission Insurance, and you're able to start to work. So you're like, yeah, I'm going to start to work. I'm so excited. I've got my real estate license. I worked really hard. I took that test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who cares how many times you took that test? You do things like you get name tags that are super cute. Put your name tag on, and you're like, okay, I get my business cards. I got my business card, name tag, business card. I'm gonna go sell some houses. I've never written a contract. I've never written a contract. How do you write a contract again? Wait, I need to negotiate? I've never done that. I need to market? I need signs. Oh, shoot. Those are expensive. All of a sudden you start to realize there's all these things associated with being successful in real estate. And then you're like, okay, I actually need training, right? I actually need to learn how to do this. Now, you have some folks, and I'm not hating on anybody, but it's a fact. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You have some folks who have been in a job for 13 years, but it's been their first day every day for 13 years. And they just kind of stay in one spot. It's okay. They're still doing it, but it's their first day every day for 13 years. Then you have some folks in industries, real estate, whatever, who come in and they've been there 13 months and they're all the way over here. They're just killing it. They're leveraging. They've got systems. They've got tools. They've got processes. They're organized. They're leveraging. They're getting assistants. They're grabbing TCs. They're grabbing transactional coordinators, admins, marketing people. And they've only been doing it for 13 months. Where's the difference? Like, what is that magic pixie dust that takes someone from having their first day in real estate every day, hey guys, for 13 years, compared to that person who's been in it for 13 months and they're like, they just took off? What's the pixie dust? And I've been praying about that and thinking about it. What's the magic? And, chime in here. I see my friends who are agents. What's the pixie dust that gets you from, here's my name tag, here's my business card, here's my license, now what? What's the magic? What's the pixie dust? And the more I thought about it, I thought of it, I like to think of stories and pictures. So you have a raft in the ocean, okay? And this is where you're starting. You are on a raft with every other agent in the whole world on that same raft. And then you've got another raft through the ocean. That is, you figured it out. You know what you're doing. You're in production. Things are happening. You're making money. Like, life-changing money. Like, things are happening for you and your family that you never dreamed of. How do you get from this platform to this platform? And in the middle, there's waves. And there's sharks. And you got to swim from this platform of being a newbie to this platform of being successful. How do you navigate those waters? That's a real question. Being a new agent, or even being an old agent, and coming in and thinking, I need to do something different, or what I'm doing isn't working anymore, or what I did 25 years ago isn't applying today, because it's not. And y'all know what I'm talking about. What you did even 5 years ago doesn't apply today. You're not just reselling resales and people saying, oh yeah, hey, can you sell my house? That'd be great. Can you do that for me? Yeah, great. We're done. It does not work that way anymore. How do you get from this platform to this platform? Better question is, how do you get those platforms closer together so the waters in between aren't so treacherous? How do you swim from one platform to the other and make it without, in 1 year, like Fran said, 85% of you are going to the bottom of the ocean in the real estate world, right? 85% are going to go to the bottom of the ocean. How do you stay afloat and not get eaten by a shark, or manage to get to the other side intact and ready to do business and maintain your business? That's what we're talking about today. And like I said, chime in. What's the magic pixie dust that keeps those waters from being tumultuous and full of like sharks? Here's what I came up with. For me, personally, I've been doing this since last April. My magic pixie dust, number one, has been hustle. Don't do it if you can't hustle. You just, and I think everyone who is an agent understands that it is not something that isn't a job. There is a job about it. And then as you start to get closings and start getting money in your bank account, you can start leveraging those. I think it's 288 steps from beginning to end in a transaction. Those are all done by you when you're sitting on this platform. All of them. And when you're swimming to the other platform of being in production and killing it, yes, number one is hustle, Joseph. Amen. And you have to decide what's hustle mean to you? Like, what does that mean in terms of what are you willing to pour into that? What are you willing to do? Yes, Fran, yes. Mentors, mentors, mentors. As a new agent, I've learned so much just talking to other agents. I can talk to as much as I can, yes, as often as I can. Everyone has been so willing to teach me that has worked for them. See what hasn't worked, etc. That's just it, right? That's super important to understand what's worked and what hasn't worked. You can take on anything. You can even, if you're just there to learn. Hustle! Absolutely. And I'm going to give KW, Keller Williams, I'm going to put a plug in there. Keller Williams, I researched everybody. I knew I was going to go into real estate, and I knew I was going to be successful because I had a big why. I just needed to be able to go in alignment with a company that I could put myself behind, that I could feel proud of. And that company ended up being Keller Williams. Just is. National, international. And the way that I look at it as, when you're sitting on this platform as a new agent and you need to swim to that platform, and there's all those tumultuous waters in between and sharks in there, because they're sharks. They can be people, they can be processes, they can be things that are broken, but there are so many different things in those waters that are trying to eat you and get you to sink to the bottom, like the 88% of agents who don't make it. 88% in the first year do not make it. What's going to make you different to get from this platform to this platform? And we're talking about magic pixie dust. My magic pixie dust was research, hustle, a big why, and finding a company, a market center particularly, because you can be in Keller Williams and the market center doesn't line up with you. My market center and we are right on. We are all about character, culture, God, family, honesty, integrity, kindness. That was like, yes, I can be successful here because I believe in what y'all are doing. With the big heart, right? I believe in what y'all are doing. Yes, Suzette, do what it takes as long as it takes. Do not give up. And I know that's hard. And I think what we're talking about here is as far as talking to other agents, getting a mentor. Exactly, Kim. Yes, what Kim is saying right here. You literally need to find the right place that feels like home. I'm talking about I need to be able to walk in and cry if I need to cry. I need to be able to laugh. I need to be able to celebrate, and I need to feel joy, and I need wagons to be circled around me if I need that too. And if it sounds like I'm being preachy in church, maybe I am. Maybe it is a little bit like that. It's your community. And where do you find your community? You find that at church. And where did I need to find this community? I've got my church people, I've got my friends, I've got my family. But in this season of life, when I needed to fulfill a big why for my family, Keller Williams, the West Cobb Market Center, became that for me. But do not settle. Don't go someplace just because your girlfriend's going there, your friend's going there, or it looks like the good place to be. You need to dig in and find it. Find that place where you absolutely feel supported. And I'm toting on that Keller Williams again because we're talking about getting from a new agent platform to a production platform and navigating all those nasty waters in between and possibly even bringing those two platforms closer together. And in my opinion, that's what Keller Williams did for me. They took all those waters that were a little scary. They didn't eliminate it. They just eased the transition. Okay? And we're talking about that. Magic pixie dust for you that's made all the difference. Why did you make it? Why did you make it after a year? Why are you still here? What's your magic pixie dust? Hustle is important. Finding a mentor is important. Doing the job is important. And for me, Keller Williams was extremely important. Exactly. Yeah. So today's choice, guys, we've got a little Woodruff going on. Just so you know, we're doing our whiskey and teacup today. Okay. I also wanted to make sure that you all understood that when you are trying to become an agent, no one's talking about customer service and lead generation and, oh wow, did you know that there should be a database and you should fill it up for hours? It's not sexy. There's nothing about sitting at your computer with your CRM and filling it up with data. There's no money there. If anything, you're spending money. You're spending time. But that's the thing. If you keep filling the bucket, those two platforms start getting closer. The transition from new agent to successful agent, those platforms and the water in between just starts. And like I said, the water's still there. You still got sharks, but those platforms are closer together. And Keller Williams has been the big difference. And I actually look at it that Keller Williams has stuff going on under the water. They have a pulley under the water, and they are going to do everything to pull you across the water. Not saying that it's not going to be horribly difficult at times, and you're going to make some big mistakes, and you're going to have tears and anger and doubt, a lot of doubt. But under the water, Keller Williams is still pulling that platform closer. I feel like I'm at church. But for me, that's what happened. Questions, all my questions were answered. Still being answered, absolutely still being. I'm only doing this 15 months. All my questions are being answered. But again, I have a really big why, a really big one. And so I work 12-hour days. And that's not to be like toot, 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 but I'm just saying I have 4 listings in Brookstone 2 right now, and that's not just because I, walked around, just kind of hung out. It's a lot of hustle and a lot of work. And what do they say about what you do today pays off when? What I'm doing right now today isn't going to pay off tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day. It's going to pay off in what? 90 days? 90 days. So when you, like I said, real estate's for everybody. Absolutely 110%. If someone says to me, my kid doesn't know what they want to do after high school, get a real estate license. My kid doesn't know what they want to do. They're in their second year of college and they're not sure it's for them. Get a real estate license. Bring it. Yes. Yes. Oh, hi, my friends. I see you all in there. Yay, whiskey. Heck yeah. Supported is different from comfortable. Oh, you are so right. Supported is different than comfortable. Do what it takes as long as it takes. Just started with the hustle. Absolutely. I just wanted to make sure I had all your comments in there. Okay. Then we want to talk about what's the most challenging thing when you're a brand new agent. And I think about Legally Blonde. I love Legally Blonde. Elle Woods, and she's like, I just need me a man. I'm going to go to Harvard, and I'm going to follow Warren, and I'm going to marry that boy. I'm going to Harvard just because I'm going to find that boy. And what did she do? She studied really hard, right? She studied really hard. Like you do for a real estate license. You study really hard. And she got into Harvard. I'm not saying that getting a real estate license and going to Harvard are the same thing. But you know what I'm saying. Follow the segue here. And she got there, and she was all excited. She got her, she got her business card, and she got her name tag, and she's sitting there, and she got her colored pencils, and she got eaten alive. Eaten alive. Did she go home? Did she have a hard time? Did she need support? But did she dig in? Did she find her people? Yeah, she did. Go Legally Blonde. Go Elle Woods. And that's how I look at real estate in the industry, is you have to dig in, you have to hustle. You have to find a way to get from this platform to this platform and it's not going to be easy. New agent, successful agent. And in my opinion, girl Elwood's, hell yeah. Underneath all that tumultuous water, for me, is Keller Williams pulling those platforms together closer and closer and closer. So I want you all to, yep, I got y'all talking about hustle, about teaching, learning. Oh, I like that. What should I do as a new agent? What should I do as a new agent? What is the magic? Yes, Joseph. As a new agent, what is the magic? Okay, all those words. Y'all, if you haven't done Bold, sign up for Bold. If you haven't done Ignite, sign up for Ignite. Over and over and over again. And if you don't have the MREA, you know what book I'm talking about, and you don't have it all tabbed out, highlighted, corner pages folded, and you don't reference it like your real estate Bible, that's where you need to start. It's been done for you. It really isn't rocket science. It's about doing the stuff that's not sexy. It's about calling 10 people a day, writing 10 notes a day, seeing 10 houses a week, over and over and over and over. And then one day that phone rings and they're like, hey, I got a note from you. I'm interested in talking. That's where the magic happens. But it's not in the success. The magic is not in the success. That's just the outcome of it. The magic is in the JOB, is the everyday, time blocking, sitting down, understanding how you use your time, understanding what your why is. Honestly, if you want to sell 2 houses a year, that's fantastic. Sell 2 houses a year. But if you need life-changing money, medical money, then this is what I'm talking about. It is the JOB stuff, and it's the MREA stuff. Oh, I see some cute comments coming in. Let me see what you got. Hey guys. My girl Elle Woods. Yeah. Oh, Kim Nelson. What is the book? Okay, Kim. Oh, this is the book. Notice. The MREA, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Gary Keller. I'm not being corny. I read this book every day. It is highlighted. It is tore up. It has got notes all over it. If I don't know what's happening, I'm going to get my answers from here. Or I'm going to call my people. I'm going to call Fran. I'm going to call whoever I need to call. Hustling hard, mama. So freaking proud of you. Thanks, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So good. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. Fran, you got yourself a Chili's gift card coming at you, my friend. Because 88, 85, 88% of agents don't make it. They sink to the bottom of the ocean. They don't make it for the first year. Also, I gotta get a plug here. I'm thinking about starting a little kind of, if you want to be an agent or you're currently an agent and you need to kickstart, I'm thinking of starting some kind of, I don't know, lunch and learn or whatever. I'm not saying I know all the answers, but I'm saying in a short amount of time, I have had to learn very quickly. I've had to fail forward really fast. And I have. Whew, good Lord, I have. But there's some really good stuff out there, and I want to be able to share it with you. So y'all let me know if you're interested in doing a lunch and learn or something like that. And I promise you, we don't have to drink whiskey. We don't have to drink whiskey. It's all good. It's all good. So if you have any questions, just holler at me. I do want to let you know that I do have a coming soon right now in Brookstone 2. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 in as many weeks. So it is not rocket science. It is just doing the same things over and over and over and over till you feel like it's a broken record and you want to stop and it doesn't make sense. And then all of a sudden, you're at that next platform. And you can look back and say, oh, I just did that. I just did that. But how do you get from one point to another? When like you're driving, Jason? Yeah, my buddy Jason on here. My KW Steel Horse agent. How do you get from one point to another? And then you look back. How did you do it? You know how you did it? You kept your head down. And you didn't listen to this garbage. And you focused. And you just killed it. You just go for it. I feel like I'm at church, y'all. So what I'm saying is if you need help or if there's someone in your world and your life who's interested or potentially interested in real estate or they just don't know where they're going and maybe this might be something for them, I am telling you 110%. I have told all my kids, y'all get your real estate license. I don't care if you never use it. Because it truly is the great equalizer. It just is. People who aren't sure what they want to do or where they want to be or how they want to get there, you can support a life, a family, and the whole thing that Keller Williams always says is a life worth living. Well, every life is worth living, but not having to worry because you can pay your bills and your people are taken care of, and all you had to do is get your real estate license. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get it. Okay, so truly, 770-363-2752. If you are interested in a lunch and learn, or I just want to share, because it is hard to get from that point A platform to point B platform and get those platforms closer together and navigate those tumultuous waters and the naysayers and the sharks and the scams and the ridiculousness. I would very, very, very much like to make that an easier process for you. Oh, there's also this beautiful house coming in Bentwater. 6-bedroom, 5.5 bath. Just saying. All right, y'all. I have talked long enough. This was fun. I appreciate you. I'm going to look at my notes and see if I missed anything. Oh, fun tip. The most challenging commission-based business in the United States of America is being a real estate agent. Just saying. All right, guys. Love you. And, Fran, your gift card's coming. I'm going to deliver that in person. Okay. Till next week, guys. Bye. Blessings.